The market doesn't care what you need. I need to tell you something that nobody in trading talks about openly. Something that took me a long time to fully accept. And something that once you understand it will completely change how you approach every single trade. The market doesn't care about what you need. It doesn't care about your rent is due. It doesn't care you need to make back what you lost last week. It doesn't care about you being desperate or hopeful or that you're running out of time. The market is completely indifferent to your situation. And the sooner you truly accept that, the sooner you start trading from a place of real power. Welcome. I'm Ron Culp, financial coach, trading coach, and life coach. This channel has been built for the new and beginning trader who wants to build real financial freedom the right way. Every week, I bring you wisdom on trading psychology, financial structure, and purposeful living, because becoming a great trader starts long before you ever place the first trade. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the market is indifferent, and that's the point. The market doesn't care about what you need. The market doesn't care about your rent being due or your losses or your timeline. And understanding that truth is the beginning of real trading wisdom. So let me paint a picture for you here that most new traders know all too well. You're in a trade. It's going against you. And instead of following your plan to get out of the trade, instead of honoring your stop loss, you hold on to the trade, thinking that it's going to turn around and go in your favor at some point. And it's not because the chart says to hold, it's not because your strategy says to hold, but it's because you need this trade to work. You need the money. You need the win. You're needing to prove to yourself that you know what you're doing. But that doesn't work. And the market, guess what? It keeps moving without hesitation, without any sympathy, without any awareness of you and your money. That is the one hard thing to swallow as a trader. One of the most liberating ones at the same time, once you truly accept it. The market is not against you. It is simply indifferent to you. And that indifference is actually good news, because what it actually means here is that the market is perfectly fair. It doesn't favor the rich over the poor. It doesn't favor the experienced over the beginner. It responds to one thing and one thing alone, and that is supply and demand, price action, the cold objective reality of the chart. When you stop trading based on what you need and start trading based on what the chart shows, everything begins to change for you. Stop trading what you need. Start trading what the chart shows. That's the shift that changes everything. The next thing I want to talk to you about is need-based trading is the most dangerous kind of trading. There is a type of trading that guarantees losses, and it has nothing to do with strategy. It's called need-based trading. And here's why it will destroy your account. I want to talk to you about something I call need-based trading. And it's one of the most dangerous things a new trader can do. Need-based trading is when your decisions in the market are driven not by your plan, not by the chart, but by your financial situation. And it sounds like this. You need to make $500 this week to cover your bills. Oh, I need to make back the money that I lost last week. I need this trade to work in my favor because I can't afford for it not to. Here's the problem. The moment you bring need into the market, you have already compromised your judgment, because need creates pressure, and pressure creates fear, and fear makes you hold losers too long, and fear makes you cut winners too short. And fear makes you take trades that you have no business taking. Need-based trading is emotional trading at its most dangerous level because the stakes feel personal. And the reason why is because they are personal. And here's the cycle that traps so many new traders. They start with a small account, they trade with money they need, they make emotional decisions, they lose. Now they need to make back even more money, which causes even more pressure, which makes emotional decisions even worse. So the losses get even bigger until the account is gone and they walk away thinking that the market beat them. But the reality is, it wasn't the market, it was the need that they created in the market. So the only way to break that cycle is to remove the financial pressure before you ever place a trade. If you're trading money you need, you're trading the market with emotions. And your trading emotions are detrimental to your trading progress. So build the foundation first, then trade. Now, the next section I want to talk about is how to remove the pressure before you trade. The reason most new traders make emotional decisions isn't weakness, it's pressure. Here's how to remove it. Before you ever open a chart and before you ever get traded or get started to trading, I'm going to give you some framework that's going to help you. Step 1, build your emergency cushion first. I'm going to repeat this over and over and over again. Build your emergency cushion first. Before you fund a brokerage account, before you place a single trade, you need at least $1,000 sitting in a money market account that you do not touch. This is not trading capital. This is just life cushion money. So when things happen, you have money available to use instead of going into your trading capital, such as your car breaks down. You have medical bills. I mean, life just happens and you need to be ready so you don't have to dip into your trading account. Because the moment you dip into your trading account to cover life experiences, you are now trading from the money you need. Step number 2, only trade with capital that you can afford to lose. And this is critical and this is non-negotiable, because if you don't trade with money that you can afford to lose, it becomes very emotional. Your trading capital is money you have set aside specifically for this purpose, trading. Money that, if you lose it all, would not affect your rent, your groceries, your family, or your life in general. Doesn't even matter. That might mean starting small, smaller than you want to, and that's okay, because to be honest, trading small with clarity will always be trading with big fear. And that leads to step number 3. Build your income waterfall. Your income waterfall it automatically flows to savings, to your investments, to your money market cushion, to giving. What's left in your operating expense account is money that you can take a portion of and use it for trading. And it's built intentionally, protected deliberately, and traded confidently. When your financial life is structured, when the pressure is removed, you walk into the market differently. You feel differently. You show up differently. You're not desperate. You're not chasing. You're not hoping that this trade works out. You are executing with precision, with focus and determination. And execution is where great trading lives. Remove the pressure, build the cushion, trade with clarity. And this is going to lead me into my next topic, which is what the market does reward. The market doesn't care about what you need, but it does reward certain things consistently, reliably, and without exception. Here's what they are. We talked about what the market doesn't care about. Now let me tell you what it does reward. The market rewards preparation. The trader who knows their setup before the bell rings, who has defined their entry, their stop loss, and their target. Before emotion enters the room, you already know what to do. The trader has an edge, not because the market likes them, but because preparation removes the need for in-the-moment decisions driven by fear and greed. The market rewards patience. The trader who waits for A-plus setups, who passes on 5 mediocre opportunities to target one great one, who understands that not trading is sometimes the most profitable decision they can make. The market rewards consistency, not perfection. Consistency. Follow the same rules every day, reviewing every trade, learning from every loss, building a track record of disciplined behavior that compounds over time. The market rewards emotional control. The trader who feels the fear and follow the plan anyway, who can feel the greed and honor the target anyway, who take a loss and comes back tomorrow without the weight of yesterday's trading hanging over their head, clouding today's judgment. The market doesn't care what you need, but it will absolutely remove who you become. Preparation, patience, consistency, emotional control, these are what the market rewards. Build them and the market will take care of the rest. Now, the next section I want to talk about is trade from strength, not from need. There are 2 ways to enter the market: from strength or from need. One builds wealth, one destroys it. Here's the difference. I want to close with this. There are 2 types of traders who sit down in front of the same charts on the same day. The first trader is carrying need. I need this to work. I want this to work. They need this trade to work. They need the market to give them what they came for, and that need is invisible to everyone but them. Actually, no, it's invisible to the trader, but not everyone else. And that is contaminating their decision making. The second trader has done the work. They have the emergency fund in place, their bills are covered, their trading capital is money they have intentionally set aside. They don't need this trade to work out at all. They simply execute their plan, and that difference is the gap between the need and strength. This is worth more than any indicator, any strategy, any course you will ever buy. The market doesn't care about what you need, but you can build a life and a foundation where you no longer need the market to save you, where you come to the market as a professional, calm, prepared, and free of mind. That is the trader worth becoming. That is the life worth building. And it starts with not with a better strategy, but with a better foundation. So build the foundation, remove the need, enter the market from strength. That is how you trade. That is how you live. And this leads me to our financial action step for this week. I want you to ask yourself one honest question before we get started. Am I trading money I need? And if the answer is yes, even a little bit, then you need to stop trading for a little while. Not forever, but just long enough to build your healthy financial foundation first. And now we're going to get into the steps for the financial steps for this week. So step number 1, if you have not already done so, I'm going to repeat this over and over and over again. Open a money market account and start moving money into this account, even if it's only $25 per month, and build towards that $1,000 so that you can have a financial cushion. Number 2, look at your trading capital honestly. Is it money you can afford to lose without it affecting your life? And if not, reduce your trading until it is. Number 3, when it comes to that 15% you're putting toward investing, here's a simple but powerful framework I have personally used to make great investment decisions. Divide your investment contributions equally across 4 categories. 25% into large cap mutual funds. These are big established companies with long track records of stability and growth. 25% mid-cap mutual funds. These are mid-sized companies with strong growth potential. 25% into small caps, which are smaller companies that carry a little bit more risk but also have more upside over time. And 25% into international funds. And this one is critical. Do not put all of your investment capital into US stocks only. Other countries have index funds just like the United States. So investing internationally means your portfolio is not entirely depending on the performance of one economy. If the US market has a down year, your international holdings can help balance that out. Diversification is not just a strategy, it is actually protection of your portfolio. This framework was something I learned through the Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, and it's a breakdown I have personally used in automating my own portfolio and to maintain consistent balance over time. Now, and what I want to be very clear about this, I am not a licensed financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is financial education based on my own personal experience and what has worked for me personally. So before you make any major financial decisions, before you restructure your investments or make significant changes to your portfolio, please consult with a licensed financial advisor who can evaluate your specific situation, your goals, and your specific risk tolerance. Your financial goal is personal, so get personal qualified guidance. Now, what I can give you is wisdom, education, and a framework to think from. What a licensed advisor can give you is a plan built specifically for you. So I would suggest do both. When your money has a destination and when every dollar is accounted for before it hits your account, the financial pressure that drives need-based trading disappears, and in its place comes clarity. It comes confidence and the kind of calm that makes great trading possible. So remove the need, build the strength, then trade. So if this video gave you a new perspective on how you approach the market and finances, share it with a trader who needs to hear it. You might save them a lot of money and a lot of heartache and time. And before I go, a quick but important reminder. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything I share on this channel is financial education based on my own personal experience, not financial advice. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any major decisions. Your situation is unique. Get guidance that is built specifically for you. And if you enjoy this information, hit that subscribe button below for more weekly wisdom on trading, money, and purposeful living, built for the new and beginning trader. And drop a comment below. So are you trading from strength or from need right now? Be honest with yourself. I read every single comment and there is no judgment here, only growth. So until next time, stay disciplined, stay purposeful, and keep forging your own path. I'm Ron Culp, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.